Hey YouTube, this is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of Divisions. So before we start our Friday Free Thinking episode, we're going to do our 10x pull summons. And this is going to be the very last day, part of the 10-day marathon. I got pretty lucky so far. I got some really nice units. I don't remember if I got any nice vision cards, but I think I got decent vision cards on this account. So hopefully I'm looking for Lucia or Ayaka. Actually, I'm not looking for Ayaka. What am I saying? I have Ayaka. I keep getting confused when I'm switching accounts like that. But on this free-to-play account, I'm hoping for Lucia. And I think that's the only really unit that I really want, per se. I'm clearly not as lucky as my fiance. I don't get what I asked for. So, in this case, just give me my free stuff and I'll be on my way. Celia will work, because then she will hopefully round off the LB5. So, nothing good. Does it change is the question. No, it does not. And I got nausea. Alright, that's it. My 10 days. And it is over. It was fun while it lasted. For those of you that got really nice units, congratulations. I'm still unable to get Lucia. But I think when she does return on a banner, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. I'm actually tempted to pull. Alright, let's do it. Got none to lose. Except your gems. Oh man. Now I wish I kept that to 1,000. It's just 1,000 gems, right? Murmur, welcome. Not that I got Whisper, that's a welcoming card. Until, of course, Finir, the Wolfman, comes. Okay, Deceptive Vows, good enough. For 1,000 gems, that sounds about right? Because I got 2 of those. And Murmur, I think, was okay. It's like a solid 450 gems. And then we'll do the last 150, just for the heck of it. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Or, I mean, what am I saying? Hope you guys had a great week. And start off your weekend strong with some farming. And maybe try to take some time off and just hang out with your family or whatever, you know. Oh, what is this? The perks of having charm. Well, that's a first. Well, that's a new card. So this is the 2,000 gem, though. It's not looking too good. Okay, Murmur. So I think we're very close to finishing Murmur off, hopefully, after this. And it's gonna be gold. Yeah. Celia, please. Oh god. That was definitely the worst spent 3,500 gems. No, 2,500 gems. I got a new card. What does this card do? Oh, that's the damage limit one. Alright, that's not bad. So I got all the new cards except Two-Headed Dragon, so it is what it is. That's all the spending. I'm done with all the spending. So alright, let's get Friday Free Thinking started. Today's Friday Free Thinking topic is multiplayer etiquette. So, it's been about 4 months now, and we've been playing the living crap out of this game. And many of us perhaps been experiencing some of the stuff I'm going to talk about. And for those of you who haven't, well, we're going to talk about it and see what you guys think. I think the first thing we need to talk about is if you're creating the room. So when you're creating the room, all you gotta do is click it, right? Click anything here and go to click button. And you have your following settings. The first thing that I recommend to show good etiquette to other players is make sure you decide if you want to have some sort of condition met. And if you do, put it in the comment section. For example, in specific encounters where we have to really looking for other players to bring some of the units that we're seeking out, like maybe a raid, then if you're looking for some slash attackers or dark units or whatever that you're actually seeking, just go ahead and put in the section below. Seeking dark attackers only, right? Nice and simple. This way it gives your fellow players an opportunity to see that, and then perhaps they can just go ahead and pass in your room. Alright, the next thing perhaps we want to look for when you're creating your room is if you want to set entry conditions. And usually the biggest one is going to be the levels. When the game first started, we didn't have this many options in terms of levels, but now they've added them. My suggestion is try to match these limitations as best as possible to the encounters themselves. Examples would be like a challenge EX quest where we have to fight that iron giant or that chocolate flan. Perhaps 80 and over would make the most sense. Always try to make sure you use auto battle for the right situation. In later encounters for raid, like the higher level ones, it's best to perhaps go manual because autoing battle is not going to be actually too viable because of the fact that we don't have the abilities to turn off skills yet. So, for example, Mont may still be throwing stones when he should be not doing that. And of course, I've been guilty of this many times. Try to set your speed up to either 1.5 or 2.0 if you have that option. The last thing about creating a room is make sure you give people the benefit of the doubt. Don't kick people too early. A lot of times when I'm doing other things which involve me using my party, I decide to join someone's room. And sometimes they kick me right away because I didn't perhaps meet their criteria right away. Or perhaps they thought my unit was too weak, not knowing the fact that I have many stronger units that I could easily switch up. So when you're seeing other people join your room and they bring a unit perhaps that's not what you're looking for, at least give them a little moment for them to perhaps change the unit that you're actually looking for. Now, let's talk about when you're deciding to join someone else's room. My biggest thing I feel like people should really pay attention to is try not to abuse these systems. Don't bring a weak unit simply just trying to level that unit up through multiplayer. Bear in mind that the host is in fact spending energy, and therefore you should respect that. 2, make sure you bring a unit that matches the situation. If someone is in fact asking for dark slashers, perhaps you shouldn't be bringing something else just to see if you can get away with it. Now for some of my pet peeves. My biggest pet peeve in this game so far for multiplayer is that some people, for some weird reason, keep smashing the ready button. And as a host, I wonder why they're doing it. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. For example, let's say 2 out of the 3 players are ready, they hit the ready button, and as soon as that third person hits ready button, I'm ready to hit the ready button to set the situation to go. But for some weird reason, they spam that ready button. So right before I hit my ready button, he stops me from having the option to hit the ready button. And then he hits the ready button again, or maybe it's a she. And then now I'm trying to hit the ready button again, and the game just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. This has happened to me quite a bit, and for me it's quite annoying. And a lot of times, I usually just end up kicking that person for the sheer factor is that they're really annoying the heck out of everyone else. My pet peeve number 2. Now, this one perhaps not really that big of a deal, especially if you're just farming on auto. Sometimes some people feel like they're so bored that they decide to spam the emote button over and over and over. And I'm just not understanding why they need to do that. Clearly it's on auto. Maybe they should be watching a show or or maybe, you know, hanging out with their friends and they're just, you know, having the auto battle set on the side. But they must be staring at their phone or their computer or whatever, and all they're doing is spamming their emotes. Evoke an Esper when the game just started, or connect chains when clearly all the other units on the other side of the map. So I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of people doing that. Maybe just to annoy people, maybe they're to show that they're actually physically there. The other thing I could think would be perhaps people out there are using bots or something. And maybe that also explains why people are spamming the ready button. Hopefully that's not the case, because we as a community don't like cheaters. But if just people being annoying, we as a community also do not like annoying people. So please, if you're doing it, please stop. Thanks. Like I said before, it is just a game. End of the day, let's have some fun, let's become friends, and let's enjoy the game together. I think that's all the time I have for this session. It is not a quite long one, but I feel like it was something worthy of mentioning as a topic. I hope you guys are going to have a great weekend. Thank you for watching my video. As always, take care of yourself, all your loved ones. Nashtaters and his friends out.